Where should we start? Hello.
Hi.
Hey, your glasses look really clean right now.
No, they're really clean, but I was gonna take them off for this episode. Are they sitting okay?
Yeah, they're fine. Don't take them off. You're blind.
I know.
Guys, she is actually like borderline legally blind,
Yeah.
and she ran out of contacts, so she has to wear glasses. They're really cute though. Like, you have cute glasses. We have the same glasses.
I just don't like. Whenever we used to record at the house,
right?
We would be laying on the bed, and my glasses would end up like
Just
super
like all
funky,
wonky.
and like I didn't care because I wasn't, but yeah.
I should have worn mine to make you feel better.
That would have made me feel.
We'll do
a
it
lot
next
better.
episode.
Okay.
I'll wear mine because you're not gonna have contacts for a minute, huh?
No.
Should I draw glasses on my face?
Sure.
That's cute.
Are they even? You're gonna have to like.
You're totally fine. Just don't touch
glasses
them. They're
check me.
totally fine.
Okay.
So, hi everybody. Happy Thursday. We wanted to add like a new thing.
Oh yeah.
And this is kind of a weird day to start
Yeah,
this new
because
thing on, we're not wearing anything
like
exceptional.
threw on like super random shit.
But we wanted to start saying what we're wearing and where we got it from. Because a lot of you guys comment on our style, which thank you. It's so
Yeah.
sweet. You say how cute our things are. So take it away. Let's start
Okay.
saying, we're going to start introducing like what we wear every week and where it's from.
Oh, ew.
Ew. Do you guys see that on her foot? Audio listeners, she literally had a hairball on her toe.
My socks. They're literally like
Men's dress socks.
Dress socks. These are men's wedding socks.
Yeah.
Okay. The pants are from Urban. I actually get a lot of people who ask me where these pants are from. Super cozy wozy.
They're a few years old too, yeah?
Oh my god, yeah. And I wear them all the time.
Yeah.
Jacket is actually from Aerie. Big like zip up. And where's this top from? This is
Zara.
her top.
Zara.
It's like cute side ruching.
It's so cute.
Zara.
Zara.
So I'm all over the place a little bit today, but
It's cute. We're cozy girls. Me. My socks are Amazon. They're fuzzy black socks. And then my sweats and my shirt are from I Am Coco LA.
cute.
Very cute.
She has dope shit.
She has really cool stuff. And she like hand makes everything. So
And
Mad
she's cool.
respect.
She's always super nice when we go in there.
yeah, she's really sweet.
We have a
So-
few things we want to talk about before we like really
Hop
get into it.
everything. Today, I just want to tell you guys about my day today. How many?
Five.
Four. Five. Count it. Yeah. 5 people. 5 completely different people from different parts of my life, different times of my life, reached out to me today with the general just like, thinking of you, how are you? 5 people.
And we were talking about how it's so nice that people reached out, but
No,
like
for
that's
sure.
such a heavy question. I never like asking how people are because I never like being asked that because
Yeah.
I don't like, how deep do you want me to go?
Yes.
Where do you want me to go with this question? Because
Right.
I can get real deep.
If you
right
want the
now.
real answer, like, do you have a minute?
Yep.
Can I send you a voice note?
And then it's
too
like,
much to text.
for you today, are you going to repeat that 5 times? That's a lot on
I kind of did.
like addressing your emotional state 5 times.
So 5
to
different people. Like, to those people that reached out, like, I'm not saying I'm mad that anybody reached out,
Of
but
course
how
not.
weird is that? Like, getting one
Yeah.
of those texts every like couple months from like a rando, normal.
Yep.
Very sweet, but like 5 people. And it's not like I posted something that said anything sad where people were sending like love, or it's a normal
was
day.
just- yeah.
People were just like reaching out. I thought it was really weird. I guess I was on some people's mind for some reason. A really weird one. Last night I had a dream. Colby was in my dream, and he was like laying on the grass. Just like laying on, just that's it. Literally laying on grass. I walked past him and I just like mentally acknowledged it. I didn't even say hi to him, nothing. I wake up to a text from him. After I had this dream, I wake up to a text from him saying like, yo, I miss you. We need to catch up. You were in my dream last night.
That's great. You meet a lot of people in your dreams.
The astral plane is like it for me at night.
Yeah.
I see so many people there. I meet so many people there. But I thought it was so weird because, like, like Colby and I haven't spoken damn near like at least a year.
Yeah.
Like we
Well, it's
follow
been-
each other, but like we haven't texted in forever.
God, it's probably been like 5 or 6 years since we hung out. Like
Right. Like
we were a big group at one point
Right.
that hung out every day.
Yeah.
And it's been a minute since we were that close in each other's lives.
Right. So I completely, let me read you what I said. I texted back obviously right away in like such a shock. And I asked him, I said, dude, that's so weird. You were in my dream too. It was weird. I walked past you laying in grass. I said, and then we said a few things. And I said, well, what's poppin'? How are you? Where are you at mentally? Because we're clearly syncing somehow. And I mean, we caught up a little bit. And like, I feel like a lot of the world is in the same place mentally right now because of the obvious pandemic. But like, nothing really big screamed out as to why we were syncing, but sometimes there's no reason. Yeah. Sometimes it just be like that. And he was one of our best friends, like still count him as a very important person in my life. So maybe it was just time for us to catch up, you know, like, but the other 4 people, I'm like, what? I don't know. It was so weird. Another thing we wanted to talk about, if you follow us on Instagram, thank you. And if you don't, you should. It's at Oddvice Podcast. We posted on our story because last night we both watched this documentary. We watched it apart though. I'm kind of glad we didn't watch it together. Oh my God, yeah. Because it's such a vulnerable experience watching this. We posted on our story. We asked you guys to watch it. And if you did, thank you. And I'm sure you're thanking us for telling you about it because are you not a better person after watching it?
It completely changed my life.
It's called In and of Itself.
It's Derek Delgado's Hulu special, In and of Itself.
In and of, yeah. Yeah. In and of Itself. I don't want to tell you anything about it. If you haven't watched it, please skip ahead because I do want to touch on a few things. But watch it and don't research anything about it. Don't research anything about it. I love that I had
no idea what I was getting myself into because I guess now fast forward. We're gonna get in a little bit into it. I cried. I laughed. Yes. I was in awe. There was magic involved.
Yes, there was literal magic.
So Derek Delgado he's a poet and
you didn't even know it.
A magician. He's just like this multifaceted person who created this experience. I think it was in New York in between 2016 every day in between 2016 and 2018
for like 500 something days, right?
511 I think, and it was a live show and it was just go watch it.
Well, the people here now have already seen it because we told the other people to skip forward.
True. What'd you guys think?
So what'd you think? Literally, like let's talk about it in the comments below. If you're on YouTube, we'll be like the second we post this video, we will be down there talking about it with you.
But it completely makes you rethink every interaction you have with every human being because it rewires your brain to look at people in a different light instead of labels was just a huge thing.
That was the kind of the bottom line of everything he went around. It didn't necessarily teach me anything I didn't know, but it put it into real life terms.
Yes.
Like it's so easy to go off, you know what's right and wrong. You're taught the cliches and the quotes and all that all your life, but you hear it so much like it doesn't make you a bad person to admit it does kind of go in one ear at the other sometimes. Yeah, totally. It does. You get caught up in your own selfishness because we're selfish creatures and that's just who we are. But this, like, I'm sure you guys can agree, like it did kind of put it into this new light and this like realistic light.
Yep.
Well, we can talk about this forever, I feel like, but I want to touch on like the opening scene, the Rouletista.
Oh, the Rouletista.
The Rouletista. So the way I interpreted this, if you, I'm assuming you guys know what I'm talking about if you're here, like I said, he kept making his odds higher of killing himself just to keep entertaining these people. And I felt like, I mean, you can take that analogy and put it in so many ways and they're all correct. But one that reached out to me was like, he was like killing his own well-being for the validation of others.
Yeah, he was willing to lose himself along this process in order for other people to see who he was.
Yes.
And to give him a name and make him this godly person who was able to defy death.
And give him, like, validate his purpose.
Yes.
Like, he wasn't okay with just doing it the one time and being like the one hit wonder type of person. God, it's so good. Did anybody catch Bill Gates in the crowd and David Blaine?
When it hit, I was like mid cry, and when it hit, I was like, wait.
You were like, what?
Who's this crowd?
And then I kept going. At the part where he finished the letters, I had to stop and go to the bathroom, and I like walked past Alex's room because our rooms right next to each other. And she's like, "Are you watching it?" I literally broke down like a kid is standing in your like the door frame while you were laying in bed, like putting on your glasses, like, "Honey, are you okay?"
Yeah.
I was like, the part where everybody's somebody's daughter, everybody's somebody's son. Like, oh, that
It
hit
really
home
hits.
so hard. That's a very, like, my sister lives by that. She always tells me that, like, whenever she sees or hears something negative in the world, she's like, that's literally somebody's kid. Because she's a mom of two, so like she really sees everybody as a kid.
Yeah.
Oh god, that's so important. We can just ramble forever. I hope you guys enjoyed it. A lot of you guys did respond to the story and said, like, thanked us, like, for telling you to go watch it. It's so good. I hope it wins awards. I
think it will.
I don't see how it wouldn't. It
has such high ratings already.
There's nothing like that. Nothing.
And it
Nobody's
makes me
done
wish,
anything like that.
I kept thinking, God, I wish I could have experienced this live.
Oh my
But
gosh.
I read like a few articles after, and it said that the producers and the director, they really like showed the full experience, how it was.
What do you mean?
Sitting there, like
the
documentary,
like it was portrayed really well.
The documentary was portrayed really well.
Yeah, so good. Yay. So yeah, go watch it and don't look it up. But let's get into something else. You have an update.
Oh yeah,
Talk to me.
Disco.
We got a disco update.
Off the table. Big off the table.
Completely off the table.
No, okay. He was cool. He was funny. Like, we had good chat, but this guy.
We all know that, but what happened?
Okay,
last we know is you guys were gonna watch, or you guys watched Soul
and
together.
that night was really fun. And then we were supposed to so he had asked me if we wanted to do something on Martin Luther King Day. It was he had the Monday off and I didn't, so I was like, no, sorry, I can't. And then we were planning on doing something. He was gonna come over and watch The Bachelor on Wednesday.
Oh yeah.
And but he fully like posted on Instagram with another girl, like on a date
at the beach,
at the full beach date, like tagged her and everything.
Right. We were totally giving him benefit of the doubt too. Like, I mean, Alex is like, no, guys, me and Leanna were like, maybe, like, we have guy friends that we do things with. Like, maybe it's just one of that. But then it was pretty like sunset romantic.
It was very,
like,
it was like,
yeah.
And to like tag, I don't know. It was very coupley.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not into that.
Yeah.
Like, if he's talking to someone else, whatever. But it makes me less interested. It does.
I get that. Well, it's like divided attention in a way, and
well, it's just I don't want to, like, I don't know how far along this girl is in this. Like, what if she really fucking likes him and like he's, coming over to my house to watch movies? I don't want to be that.
It wasn't worth it enough for you.
Yeah.
Sure, if you really liked him, you would have fought.
Right.
But like
it wasn't worth it. And then the fucking cherry on top. So after this, I'm kind of like, all right, I'm going to back off a little. Like, I'm just not as into it. I had told him that my schedule got moved around. I can't do Wednesday anymore. And then we kind of went back and forth, and I ended up being able to do Wednesday. And he like tried to make me feel bad and say I was being difficult for,
moving around the dates,
and he was like, you're hard to hang out with, or you're hard to make plans with. And I'm like, you're right, I did cancel, but I also like gave you other options. I was like, you can either come over like Thursday, or like I'm not doing anything this weekend, blah blah blah. And then so Wednesday rolls around, and he's like, I tell him that he can actually come over, and and he was like, I'll let you know. And I'm like, okay. And then I think we were here recording, and it started to get late, and I'm like, so are you coming? And he goes, maybe.
With hella A's.
And I'm like, yo, you're such a child.
Just, are you gonna fucking come or not?
Are you coming or not?
Make the plan.
Should I read what I said?
Yes.
So I said, I can tonight after the podcast. It'll just be a little later. He said, how late we talking? I said, around 8. And then he said, that's not too late. I said, so are you coming?
Like, great.
He said, maybe. And I'm like, okay, this string of 6 texts could have been
one. Oh, this is my biggest pet
One.
peeve in people.
Just
like,
fucking
get there.
get there. So I said, LOL, you're unreal. And you said I was the difficult one. No need to come tonight. Just doesn't feel like this is going to work out. Didn't say anything, but then said, how was the podcast? Are you recording?
Like, he said it quick too. It's not like he
No.
like let time go by where you can like kind
No.
of excuse
He
that
didn't
maybe
even
like,
acknowledge.
no. It was minutes later. He was just like, "Sorry to podcast." Like,
Are you okay?
get it together. That's crazy.
So I did it.
Yeah.
His is not it.
He's a game player. I think he's
Yeah.
a little bit of
But,
like a game player, but he's not good at it.
Exactly. Like, he thinks he's a game player, but he doesn't have game.
No.
He has no game. Wow. So yeah, that's not.
Disco
Party is over.
The disco is over, people. God damn.
Yeah, so that's not it.
Yep.
Well.
Anyway, song of the day.
Yeah, I've been listening to I think his name is John Vincent III.
Wow. Who is this?
He's really cute.
That's like a name.
Yeah. Strong name.
What if your last name was Vincent? How weird would that be? Because that's her brother's name.
My brother's name is Vincent. My brother's name wouldn't be Vincent if my last name was Vincent.
No, I mean if you married him.
Oh.
No,
Okay.
yeah. No.
I thought
You just thought like generally speaking. I mean if you
Yeah.
marry this man.
Alex Vincent.
We act
Weird.
like you're like talking to him.
I
It's just
know.
your song of the day.
No, I'm pretty sure he's in like a really cute relationship.
Not an ugly one. What's the name of the
It's
song?
called Next to You by John Vincent III.
That's wow. We listened on the way here. It's very 2010 indie like
Yeah.
pop to me. But like I like it. It's really
Indie
nice.
folk more than pop, I think.
That's what I meant to say. I don't know why I
Okay.
said pop. I don't know. Sorry. Sorry. I meant folk. We're not here. It is
No.
the Chipotle.
No, really?
I think Chipotle put something in
I think my brain is like turning into cilantro lime rice.
Ooh, the rice balls when you get a bowl and like the collected
Oh.
rice balls that like don't touch any sauce, so it's actually just a ball of white
And
rice.
I got extra cheese, so it like melts in and it becomes like the mold for the rice.
Oh my god. I saw a TikTok. Did you do it?
No.
No. Okay, I saw a
got
TikTok.
scared.
Yeah, I guess it was pretty scary. It was suggesting that you put the cheese at the bottom of your bowl and then you put the rice on and it like melts the cheese.
I would do that, but then I would get additional cheese on top because
cheese sandwich.
because all cheese underneath, it's like you're not getting it with every bite. It's just you get down to the first of all, do you eat top down or side to side?
Side to side. I'm not gonna have all of my guac at once, all of my pico de gallo at once. You're gross. What's your bowl order, guys? Listen to this. What's your bowl order? I'm gonna say it if you don't say it. Say what your bowl order is, minus the chicken though, because that's what you had for years.
I would get extra white rice. This is a really vulnerable right now.
We literally talked about like our breakups and like depression. You're like, I don't know if I can do this right now.
Okay, extra white rice. I get a little bit of fajitas. I don't like their green onion, but I like their onion or green pepper.
Green pepper, yeah.
And then I get corn, sour cream, and extra cheese.
Where is the nutrition?
I don't go to Chipotle for nutritious meals.
Fair.
I like if
But,
I'm
like-
gonna go to Chipotle, I'm gonna go all out, and my bowl is like a dip.
Yes.
So I get chips, and I just make my own 7-layer dip.
Fair. No, you're right.
That's it.
Your order has always cracked me up. It's always cracked me up. Oh,
This is what happens.
oh yeah, she's crying over Chipotle because you got vulnerable.
I'm laughing.
It's okay. It's fine. You're good. My song of the day.
Wait, what's your order?
Oh. Okay, I have to picture that I'm in the line. So I get a salad because I like to get the vinaigrette. So
Really showing me up.
salad's on the bottom. White rice, black beans, chicken, pico de gallo.
Hot sauce?
I get the hottest sauce on the side.
You don't get fajitas?
No, because I don't like the green peppers.
Yeah.
And then I get guac on the side, and then I get chips, and you have to get the vinaigrette. The
Mm.
vinaigrette, you guys, if you
So
haven't
good.
got it, get it. It's It is my mouth's watering. It's like a like honey lemon.
That's too much flavor for me.
Said no one ever.
Your bowl. I just like when I think of going to Chipotle, I want like
Well, because you get bland food.
yeah.
Your Chipotle burrito bowl order is what I get when I'm on the brat diet after a stomach flu.
You know what else I get is their bean and rice burritos, bean, cheese, and rice burritos.
That's good, yeah.
So good.
Because that's like intentional, but like
yeah, their BCR is fire.
It blows my mind. Anyway, my song of the day is "Feelin' Whitney" by Post Malone.
It's already on the podcast
It
on the
is?
playlist. Yeah,
Guys, this has never happened before. I was just listening to it a lot this past weekend. So,
right. We just listened to "Something Wicked This Way Comes" by TLC.
Done. There.
It's a good one.
Song of the day. Both of ours. I mean,
both of us will be on a playlist.
Our bodies will be on a playlist for sale. Swipe up. What's it called? Spotify and Apple Music. We have a playlist that has all of our songs of the day. So check it out.
Okay, before we jump into it, we're going to take a quick break for our sponsor.
Today's sponsor is Daily Harvest. You guys have heard us talk about them before. The Daily Harvest has really helped me like stay in line with my goals for the new year, eating healthy and whatnot, because everything is just so easy to make. It's frozen. You just heat it up. You're ready to go. One bowl I made the other day, it's their harvest and cheese bowl, but it's cheese with a Z because there's actually no dairy. It's the nutritional yeast, which is like one of the best ingredients to put into anything. It made it so cheesy. It was such a good bowl. You just threw it into a skillet, it heated up in like 5 minutes. It was so
I ate
good.
like the last half of it.
Yes,
you left it on the table and I'm like, okay, mine.
You're literally like a dog. Like I leave it on the table and it's just like come back, it's gone.
No, for real though, it was really good. And I love that there were no added sugars, there's no artificial flavors, and everything's recyclable.
Yeah, you don't feel crappy after eating it.
No.
Not at all. I love that they have something for every time of the day. They have smoothies for breakfast. They have flatbreads. They have the bowls I was talking about. They even have soups. We need to try the soups.
Oh.
Yeah. Game changer.
Yum.
I know.
With Daily Harvest, I'm enjoying undeniably delicious, clean food without any of the prep. And whether you're looking to have your daily dose of fruits and veggies or just want to have a little more time back on your hands, you can too. Get started today. Go to dailyharvest.com and enter promo code Oddvice to get $25 off your first box.
That's promo code Oddvice for $25 off your first box at dailyharvest.com. Dailyharvest.com. Thanks, Daily Harvest.
Okay, so we're going to get into reading your guys' passages. Last week, we kind of talked about our life journey, and a lot of you guys sent in where you guys are at in life and like how
like what we can do to help you guys.
Yeah, what we can do. And we got a lot of manifesting.
But I also noticed so many people are in the same spot in their life.
Yes.
Which is so cool to see. Like I almost felt like God or the universe like reading all you guys are in the same like part of your life, which I hope gives you comfort too.
Yeah,
like,
it just
you're
goes
not
to
alone.
show that no one is 100% certain about where they are in life. Like
no.
Everyone has questions about their journey and where they're going to end up and like what they've done in the past. So we're all in the same boat.
We're all in this together once
we are all Troy Bolton.
Yes.
Remember that
Get your
every
head in the
time
game.
when you wake up. Okay.
How many do you have?
I have 4.
Go ahead. I have 3. So
okay,
you go first.
Perfect.
Talk to me.
Okay. First one. Hi guys, you can keep this anonymous. I have advice that I wanted to share that shaped the way I am today. My mom always drilled into me that life is about relationships, and that is relationships with friends, significant others, family members, yourself, etc. So now when I worry about my career path or stress about the future, I remember that everything is going to be okay as long as I have my relationships. Human relationships are the point of it all, and that always calms me down and makes me feel content. Nurture your relationships and everything else will come into place. Love you both so much and your views on life. I am manifesting happiness and living abroad for at least a year.
Hell yeah. I love your mom.
Yes.
That's exactly what I live by. And what my mom, I always do that. I just kick myself in the face. What my mom has always put on me is just like at the end of the day, like
it's all about
coexist.
your connections.
Just what are you doing with the people around you? Because that's really all that matters.
Yep.
That's really why you're here. Like,
and if you have that strong core, like she said, everything will fall into place.
Because that's your support system. That's your That's the people that make you not feel alone.
Yep.
Like both literally and like it's just
It's
people
through
are
the
so
highs
important.
and lows. Yeah.
Yep. So I love that.
Yeah, it was a fun little one to start on.
Okay, next one. Hi, Kristen and Alex. My name is Madison. I don't need to be anonymous for this one. You guys mentioned that you were glad you experienced your first high school relationship because you learned that who you date does not define you and you can still be independent. I'm 18 and I haven't even had my first kiss yet or dated anyone. Yet I dream of finding my true love. I'm worried about becoming too dependent in my first relationship because it's something I want so badly. Do you feel that's a stage that you had to go through? And any thoughts on finding love being such a big goal in my life? Thanks, girlies. I love the podcast so much. And thanks for being the older sisters I never had. So this stood out to me a lot because I know you're not alone in that boat. I know even people
Both
our
of us
age
relate to that
still,
so much.
yeah. But I'm talking about the part like she hasn't had the high school relationship. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I think it for me at least what I'm saying like when how we related to it for us that was a phase we had to go to in order to find ourselves.
Sure.
I think without losing that relationship, I didn't have to stand in the world alone and think, okay, who am I without that?
Right. I think there's beauty that you don't have, that you're not going through that right now.
Right.
And above all, you can also just learn from others without going through things. I feel like that's like top wisdom right there. It's just don't feel like you have to go through it, and if you don't, you're never going to know.
Right.
Sure, there are things in life that you really don't know unless you actually firsthand experience it, but stuff like just being focused on channeling and finding yourself, I think you can do alone. I know you can do alone.
Yeah.
We just so happen to have something that catapulted us, which was the high school relationship, but
Right.
it doesn't mean you're left in the dust if you never do it. Like you will be absolutely fine.
Okay, next one. Hi. So I read something once that said, "Don't tell me I'm not like other girls. If you have ever liked me, just know I am an amalgamation of every single girl I have ever thought was cool." And I just wanted y'all to know you have both been added to me in that way. Love this podcast, and it has truly helped me in important ways. You both remind me it's not only okay, but also important to nourish yourself physically and mentally, and not to be afraid to live your best self. To not shy away from that idea that you deserve to live life on your own terms. I guess I mostly wanted to say that, but with the podcast theme this week, I also want to add that this year has been great for me professionally, and I still have a lot to grow and figure out. But something that has helped me that I'm constantly working on is the idea that I need to give myself grace and room for mistakes and growth. It took me so long to realize that I give that to everyone around me, but hadn't been giving it to myself. I'm good at what I do. I'm 23 and I'm in my dream career. I'm a live theater stage manager and I'm teaching theater at my old middle school as well with my old mentor. Like, it couldn't be more perfect for me. I've come so far because I'm good, and also because I've made mistakes that taught me and pushed me forward. What I realize now is that I need to give myself grace to make those mistakes because they are what make me grow. Keeping confidence and love of self-love, not self-loathing, through the mistakes is so important. Anyway, thanks for the podcast. Y'all radiate beauty inside and out. Oh, shit.
That's amazing.
That was amazing.
Yes.
For her to, like, honor her side of making mistakes, but also say, like, I'm this confident person. I have my dream job. I'm where I want to be. Like, for her to owe that to her mistakes is so strong.
That's, you crack the fucking code.
Yeah.
That's it. It's all part of the same end goal. And without the negatives or the positives, like, you wouldn't be there. So it's just like I'm glad you're giving credit to everything, because that's
be thankful for your losses.
Yep. Counting, that's amazing.
Don't be afraid to fail, people. I also liked how you said, "Don't tell me I'm not like other girls."
Yeah.
Like,
fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. Girls are
that.
so strong and powerful, and girls fucking run this world. I want to be like other girls.
Right. I'm not like other girls. I feel like that came from just like this societal competition that like females just have against each other for no reason.
Right.
Like, that's why that quote's even a thing. Like, why not be like other girls? I saw another thing, I think it was on like Twitter or something. It was like, I dress for the girls. I don't dress for the boys.
Yeah.
I dress because, like,
You want to inspire people.
yes, like, think about when you're out and you see a girl, or like even like these posters behind us. We're like, oh my god, she looks so dope in that, and you go buy something similar. Don't you want to be that for somebody else?
Yes.
So you dress dope to like inspire all these other girls.
Exactly.
Like, the girls dress for the girls. I love that.
Yeah. Oh, that was great.
That was a good one. Okay, so this next one's a little long, but I think there is definitely a message here. Hey girls, I hope you had a great start in the new week. Thank you. I'm not sure if this is what you meant with this week's podcast, but I thought I'd share some of my story with everyone. My name is Nessa, and I used to be extremely determined and had a lot of aspirations. I mean, when I was 1.5 or so, I used to say, when I'm this many, holding up 2 fingers, I'm going to go to kindergarten. And when I'm this many, holding up 5 fingers, I'll start school. And for the longest time, I wanted to be a pathologist. Weird job aspiration for an 11-year-old. But I was obsessed with shows like NCIS. But eventually, I became a more and more anxious and depressed person and lost focus on my schoolwork, which led me to failing a lot of my exams. Where I'm from, the school system is a bit different than in America. But here, there are multiple high school diplomas. And I got the middle one, and I needed the higher one to go to college and study medicine in order to become a pathologist. So I tried, and I failed. And I didn't get that type of high school diploma, so I couldn't study. My depression got worse, and I didn't know what to do with my life because as long as I could remember, I was working towards this goal, and then suddenly it was gone. Poof. What now? I saw an ad in the paper, and I thought that it might interest me, so I applied, and a week later I got the job interview and they called me to let me know I got the job. And now I've been working in this office for 3 years, and I love the job, and the people I work with are incredible and kind of became like a second family to me. I'm still mentally not, quote, well, but I do love what I do. So in a weird way, like you guys said, one failure pushed me into a very different direction and led me to amazing new people and a job I would love to do for the rest of my life. Lots of love. I can't wait for the other stories people have to tell. And here are the things I'm manifesting. I will start therapy. I will stop being afraid of what my parents think of me and my decisions. If I want that tattoo, I'll get it. I will find a way to love myself with all my flaws and imperfections. I will keep trying everything to make people I hold close in my heart happy and laugh. I will also finally move out and live on my own, maybe get a kitten. I love that. I think that story really just wrapped up the episode of 23 into a pretty bow. Because there were dark times, like you said, and, you know, mentally and literally, like job-wise, there were dark times, but look at you now.
Yeah.
And sure, you, like you said, you're still struggling mentally, which we all are. Like, I'm here for you. I get you. But I'm glad that you still saw the reason, or you still accepted the reason, I should say. You still accepted that failure brought you to where you are now, which saying that it brought you to a job that you're willing to do the rest of your life, like that's a fucking win right there.
Yeah, that's a win.
A lot of people don't have that. A lot of people feel that they never achieved that. So that's a big win, and I'm really proud of you.
And it just goes to show that we can plan life as much as we want, but sometimes life just comes at you sideways, and it doesn't play out like that. And sometimes it doesn't always happen for the better, or you don't see it right away like you did, but it's just how life plays out.
I hope I don't know if this is going to come off right, so please, Alex, help me if it's coming off wrong. But I hope that story and just that general message of how quickly life can change kind of lights a fire under your guys' ass. And I'm talking the people who have this like stickler plan that they're only working towards one thing. I hope it lights a little flame under you that says, holy shit, if somebody knocked on my door tomorrow and said, you will never get that, and like it was like an actual like fairy that was telling you for sure you will never get that goal, then what are you living for? It's okay to have these goals, but like still have little things in between. Does that make sense?
Yeah, of course. Passions, and back to the relationships. Make sure your relationships are strong and healthy. Yeah. Because if you don't have this one thing that you've dedicated everything into, what else is left?
Yep. I'm proud, and I'm proud of Nessa. Like she found a job with, and she said the people, it's like her second
Yeah.
family, and she's happy right now because the relationship she's got from it. Like, oh, amazing.
Amazing.
Love you.
Okay, next one. Hi, friends. I have like a life experience story. I lost my high school experience to mental health issues. I look back on middle school the way you guys looked back on high school because that was the last time I felt like a person. I've dealt with serious depersonalization and occasional depressive episodes since I was 14. I'm 21 now and still feel just as shitty. I'm in therapy and trying to do what I can, but in the words of my therapist, this muscle created in my brain is so strong it's going to take a long time to loosen its grip. I live in loops where I think I get a bit better, but then I'm right back where I started. So it's hard to manifest when I can't picture not living like this, but I do my best. I've moved out of my parents' house and created my own space. I've made my quarantine attempted hustle my full-time job. I'm in nature all the time. I have found my people. I am physically fit and healthy and eat all of my fruits and veggies. I've progressed in therapy and I'm finding out who I am. I know more about the world around me. Thank you for your time. All the love to you and everyone listening.
I am so proud of you.
I'm so proud and happy for you. And I really wanted to pick this one because it's not about these big, grand life goals all the time. You can manifesting specifically. You don't have to manifest the love of your life and a happy life and
Dream
money.
job.
It's okay to manifest a good day tomorrow.
Yep. Enough said.
Manifest a good day tomorrow. Manifest a good meal. Manifest a happy conversation with a loved one. It's really these little things in between that you'll look back on and say, okay, I had a good week.
Yeah, you're right. You're very right. And appreciating those little things make you look at your week, and like even if you got a flat tire, you're how do I say this? Like you appreciate the little things, so the flat tire doesn't even matter.
Nope.
Even though like on paper the flat tire is this bigger thing, it's like, well, no, I still like got to see my best friend and like had that fire smoothie. You know, like
those are just as much worth celebrating than these big grand gestures that life throws at you.
Yep. And your point about the muscle, that analogy that your therapist used, I feel like that was one of those life moments for me where I feel like that's going to stick with me forever now. So thank you. Because I often get really discouraged in therapy, as you guys know. I've been in therapy for like 9 months now. And I mean, Alex hears it all the time. Like I often walk out of sessions, well, they're Zoom sessions, so I walk out of my room, just like frustrated, like that was such a waste of a session. Like I couldn't even break through anything, because I get it. Like therapy is this up and down thing where you feel like you made all this progress, and then the next week, the next session comes and you're like back where you started. It's discouraging. I get it. But there's so like, it is working. There's so much more on the back end. Like think about, even if you are in the spot that you were before, like you now have new tools to get out of it quicker.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it. So I hope that helps you. But that whole like muscle analogy, like I like that.
I'm proud of you.
I'm so fucking proud of you. It's hard and you're doing it. Okay, this is my last one. And I actually feel like it kind of ties into what you're saying a little bit. Hey ladies, this episode really had me reflecting on the past 10 years. I'll be 30 this year, and 10 years ago, I was getting out of an emotionally abusive relationship that started my senior year of high school. It was on and off for a few years, but it was the longest few years of my life. Basically, my life has turned out to be nothing I'd ever planned. I had scholarships lined up to go away for college, but gave it up to stay with my boyfriend at the time. When the relationship finally ended, I re-met my current boyfriend. We went to high school together. And about a year later, I got pregnant unexpectedly. Fast forward 10 years and we're still together, 2 kids now and a house. And I recently graduated and got my bachelor's degree from the very same university I skipped out on many years ago. I look back and realize I've done everything, quote, out of order. I had a kid at 22 and then I bought a house at 25 and then I had another kid at 29 and just graduated college at 30. And I'm almost 10 years into my current relationship and still not married. So I guess my point and advice for the younger people listening is that you don't have to reach these milestones by a certain age or in any specific order. Some milestones you don't have to reach at all. I think it took me some time to accept that, especially the marriage part. But I realized my boyfriend and I have been together much longer, and a lot of married couples that don't last. I've also realized recently that, as scary as it sounds, I'm looking forward to my 40s when my kids are grown and self sufficient and I can really make time for myself and do more for me. I'd like to manifest that in 10 years I'll be happy, healthy, and have a brand new Jeep that I've always wanted. Hope that wasn't too long, and I'll stay anonymous for now.
Oh.
Great message. And I tied that in with what you said before, because it isn't always about the norm milestones.
Right.
And they come in different orders, like this passage just said, and some don't come at all because that just wasn't in your path. And I mean, I put it into my terms of what my beliefs are. Like, sometimes what's in someone else's path isn't part of your soul contract. I believe in soul contracts, and like, even sitting next to you, the closest person to me, we still have different things we're meant to do on this planet too.
Yep.
And it's like, we can't compare that. We're so different.
Yeah.
It's like the second you cut the comparison bug, I swear you're happier, you're more confident, you're way more chill, there's way less pressure. It's just cut the comparison bug. Like,
yeah. And this kind of goes to show that like what's meant to happen will happen. The fact that you got your degree from the very same college that you were planning to go to 10 years prior,
that's
like,
so sick.
It's all connected and everything will come full circle when it's meant to.
Like, I mean, now we're just playing the hypothetical game here, but like, where my head went was, say you went when you were in that emotionally abusive relationship. Like, what if he like made you fail because he was so heavy on your head and so heavy on your emotion, and then like it wasn't worth it at all, and then you
never met your current boyfriend or had these two kids, like.
But like, on the academic side, like, I feel like you arguably even got a better academic experience because you had such a great support system.
Yep.
That's what I was trying to spit out. Go, sort of say. But yeah, I'm very proud of you.
That was a good one.
Yeah. That was my last one.
Okay, this is my last one. I need Oddvice. Hi, you can say my name. It's Mariana. I'm 19 years old and currently in my second year of university. I love what I'm majoring in, but I'm so scared of getting a job. I just don't know what I can offer to a company being so young and frankly unexperienced. It's a weird feeling, but sometimes it feels like I am not smart enough or good enough for a big job, like working at NASA, which has always been my dream. Anyway, any advice? I love your podcast. Hope you guys have a great day. P.S. Sorry for the long text. Oh, that wasn't too long.
No, that was not. You're good.
I picked this one because this is something that I struggled with. I always thought, especially when I had just gotten out of college, that no one's gonna hire me. I'm not good enough. Like, I am in a sea of. I mean, my field is so competitive,
Right.
and I'm in a sea of a whole bunch of people who have the same skills.
Right.
But the second you sit down and tell yourself, there is no one else out there like me. There is no one with my knowledge,
The comparison
with my
bug.
yes, there's no one with my brain. There's no one with my skill set. You have everything. How do I put this? You have everything that someone else doesn't that could contribute to the
bigger picture.
Yeah, the bigger picture, or the job that you want to apply to, or this company that you've been dreaming of working at. Like, as soon as you get that little ounce of confidence that no one else can do what you can do, everything will fall into place.
For sure. And from kind of more of like a businessy standpoint, I had a job where I hired people. So I was kind of on the other end of what you're feeling right now. And I can confirm that a lot of jobs appreciate like the blank slate, because you're going into this job ready to learn,
young,
like fresh off the press. You're young, so like you have like a fresh outlook on life. You're more likely to be into like the modern society rather than the older people, just by your generation, because you're younger. And that's amazing, because a lot of like, I've even had like, in that job I'm talking about, we hired somebody who on paper was so qualified, but they were so qualified that when we told them how we do XYZ, they're like, oh no, I do it this way. And it's like,
people don't want to fill their roles with that.
yeah, like it's give or take. It depends on the position. Of course, it's a very general feedback,
Yeah.
but like take pride in that. Like in you are this sponge ready
Yeah.
to learn, and
say
people
it.
like that.
Say it.
Yeah,
Say,
use this analogy.
yeah.
Like,
I mean, the job that I have now, I literally got into it was a phone interview, and I was like, I'm very new. Like, I've never had a job like this before. And my boss had even told me, she's like, I didn't hire you because of your skill set.
Yeah.
Like, technically, like, you don't have what this skill set is
Yeah.
for. But I liked you because you were yourself and
Yeah.
you were raw, and you told me that you wanted to learn from this position
Yeah.
and give what you have. And just
that
put
goes
yourself,
for
it goes so
miles.
far.
Yeah.
Put yourself out there like that, and like people will see it.
Yeah, that tops any pretty written resume
Right.
any day. So remember that. Everybody remember
You
that.
are you, and no one else can be you, and you're going to be
You
fine.
are enough. Why is this so perfect with the documentary?
Yeah. No,
What-
I know.
keep
That's
forgetting
why
the name of it. What is it?
it's Derek Delgado's In and of Itself.
In and of itself. So I can't stress enough. After listening to this episode, just please go watch it.
We're
if you
more
haven't
than
already.
just one thing that someone else wants to label us.
Oh
We are
my
infinite. We are each other.
Yep.
We're
We are enough.
we are
So,
enough.
I hope you guys got a lot from this week. This week was definitely one of those big, hefty, like
Yeah.
topics that we've done. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Next week we're dumping the deep train, and
Yeah.
we got drunk.
We got hammered,
We'll get
and you
hammered.
guys are gonna get a lot of information that we haven't talked about.
We're about to get the draft back to watch it, and I'm already like cringing. I haven't even seen it yet. I'm already like, fuck, we were so drunk.
We
But,
got
like,
more drunk than last time,
oh,
so you guys know.
I'm like still hungover. No, we got so hammered. So get ready for that.
hammered.
That's coming out Monday. Yeah.
We have a few fun things in the works for you
Oh,
guys.
yeah,
The
we're
week
filming
after,
another
it's gonna be
Don't
fun.
say anything. It's
I
really
know.
good. That's a really good.
It's really
episode.
good.
You guys are
And-
gonna love it so much.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of good stuff coming. If you are on audio, come check out visual. I know we say it every episode, but like
worth it.
it's fucking worth it. It's really cute, and we have cute outfits on.
And we have Larry. You guys
yeah.
love Larry.
So many people
So
talk
many
about
people
Larry
are like,
the Love Lamp.
in
They're
the
like,
comments, they're like, okay, Larry's popping off at 5:20.
10:35. Yeah, I'm like, and then I go to it. I'm like, damn, he was popping off though. He look at him right now. He's going.
He's so cute.
He's going pretty well. Oh, I know what we have to say about
Oh!
this. So, what episode was it when we talked about colors
I just
recently?
look back.
You're like, "Ee."
We talked about like what colors we were, and
Yes.
a lot of you guys had said, including you, that I was a green.
Yes.
And then so I had said you were yellow, but I take that back. It was the socks that was throwing me off.
Yeah, I was wearing yellow socks.
A lot of people said an orange, or someone said blood orange, and I read it and I was like, 100%.
I am blood orange.
And then
And then
the next day we walk in.
we walk in. Look at Larry the Love Lamp. He's
It's
literally
green and
and
orange.
orange, you guys. And we didn't even plan this. Like, he is us. We are him.
Everything's connected.
I am Lava Lamp.
I'm Larry. Hi, I'm Larry.
I'm Lava
I'm here for
Lamp.
this job interview.
I'm ready to learn. I'm a sponge. I'm ready to learn.
Okay, guys, we gotta go.
We'll see you next week. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, make sure to rate us 5 stars. I love reading our reviews. If you've been reading them recently,
No,
go read them.
I will though.
They're entertaining as fuck. Thank you guys so much. If you're watching on YouTube, comment down below song suggestions. You guys are
Yes.
suggesting so many amazing songs, so thank you. Make sure to subscribe to this channel, give it a thumbs up. You know the drill. I feel like a broken record saying that stuff, but it does really help out our channel. So thank you so much for supporting wherever you are, and we will see you guys very drunk on Monday. All right, peace out. Bye.
Bye.